Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be teaching you what I believe is called the slip force. There are things like the classic force where you spread the deck and then you force them to pick a certain card. There are loads of different types of forces, the Hindu force, and we'll get over them in separate videos, but for today we're going to be teaching the slip force. So let's get straight into it, and this is what it looks like. So as an example, I'm going to be getting the spectator to pick a card. In my mind, I already know they're going to be picking the Jack of Spades, so let's get straight into it. So I'm going to ask the spectator to stop whenever they want. Stop there. You sure? Do you want to go even more? They can go even more if they want. Stop the cards there. So we'll take that card, and I already know that that's going to be the Jack of Spades. So here's how it's done. There are a lot of card forces. This is personally my favourite force. It's a really easy force to learn. It was the first one I learned, and it's my go-to card force in any situation, just because it's so easy and it really gets the spectator believing that they actually chose the card. So the card that we're going to be forcing on them is the top card. So let's take the 7 of clubs for example. So to start this trick off, you also need to know the top card. This can be done in many different ways. You can look at it before you even start the trick, and then you already know. And then you can just shuffle it so the top card remains the same. A good way I like to do it though is with the riffle shuffle, which we will be teaching in a few videos time. But basically all we're really doing is, as we're riffling down, we're just taking a glimpse at the top card. So in this case it's the 9 of spades, and then we know that card's on top. We can do loads of fake cuts, we can do loads of different types of shuffles, as long as that 9 of spades stays on top. That's the whole trick setup, and now we know that we're going to be forcing this card on them. Now these 3 fingers are the most important fingers, as they're the ones that are going to be grabbing the card as we pull it out, and you'll see what I mean in a second. So we're going to curl our index finger underneath the deck, and by doing this we can pull our thumb down and apply pressure on with our index finger and bow the cards like this. And as we've bowed the cards, we can then riffle down with our thumb, and this is the main thing to the trick, letting them pick and stop wherever they want. While we're doing this, we need to make sure that these 3 fingers are gripping onto this top pack so that they don't fall out, especially so that they do not see this top card. Once they've said stop, we need to make a slight turn. Now you can relax a bit and turn quite easily. You don't want to turn all the way, that's quite obvious, so it's just a subtle turn to this side, and this is only really to hide what's going on behind our hand. So when this is stopped, we're just going to grab onto this top pack. Now all that's going to be happening is this part of the hand is going to be covering these 3 fingers. While we lift this top pack up, these 3 fingers are going to be grabbing onto this top card, so that as we take this out, that top card stays in place and it looks as if it's on the pile that they picked. So once we've made this turn, we're going to pull the cards out so that they can't see this going on here. And as soon as we've pulled it out, we can then come back to normal and push it with our thumb forward, using these fingers to keep this card pushed out. So again, index finger is going to bow the cards or riffle down it. We're then going to grab the cards and pull the top pack out, while these bottom 3 fingers under here keep this card in place. Just like that. And then we're going to open our hand and push this top card out with our thumb. Now here's a few little pointers. Like I said, we can turn away slightly so that they don't see these 3 fingers holding back this card, but there's also a few subtle things we can do as well. We can stop. A lot of people, when they say stop, they quickly take the cards out and then they show this card here. To make it a bit better and a bit more appealing, we can actually stop where they say, do you want to stop there? Do you want to carry on going? You can allow them to keep going if they want, but you're actually really showing them that is the card that they're picking. And then it's a quick subtle movement to bring this as the 9 of spades. So that's it for this card force. We're going to be bringing out a lot more card forces. There are so many different ones out there, but like I said, this card force is the one that I go to the most. It's the easiest in my opinion. It's so easy to get the hang of, and it's a good fun one to just sit there practicing, and it's a really good one that you should master. And once you have learned it, it does trick the spectators so much, because they can't really see what's going on there. And as long as you cover up what's going on behind here, it's not really a trick that you can go wrong with. Anyway, if you like this card force, leave a like down below. Again, comment any other videos you want us to bring out, any flourishes, any tricks, any shuffles, and we'll make a tutorial for them. We've got a few more lined up anyway. So if you like this video, remember to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.